Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Another big game at the Nalia Abja Parks. One of the refs, the lead referee for today's game is one of my favorites, David Opolot, holding the ball center court, assisted by Mark Chiinji. It's the UCU Canons taking on the KCCA Panthers. Coach Nick taking on Coach Raymond. In the first round, it was a very, very intense matchup between the two teams. The KCCA Panthers were victorious, and the UCU Canons look to get their revenge today. And the tip is won by Samad Imran. The starting five for both teams today: Stanley Mugera, Davis Asimwe, Caesar Kizito, the future, Imran Samad, and Oscar Biamuhanji. There goes Caesar Kizito, making the first 2 points. And for the Canons, Jimmy L, Ekirapa, Jimmy B, and Okurut. And the fifth player is Ali Patch. Okurut steps out of bounds, and Mark Chiyinji, the ref, sees the violation and calls it. Oscar Biomohanji is finally a starter for the KCCA Panthers. He was formerly for Imran Samad. Oh my goodness, beautiful footwork. Talking about Oscar Biomohanji, he was formerly for the relegated Livingston, and now he's dressed in yellow, playing for the Kasasiro team. UCU Canons, of course, dressed in their dark blue colors. Ekirapa, hesitation, guarded by Samad. Hands up. Ekirapa fails to deliver. Kizito getting the 2 points for KCCA. Biomohanji. Corner three. Kizito fakes, using his body. Kizito. I thought he should have passed it to Davis Asimwe. Asimwe was all alone. Now Marvin Okurut with the turnover. Three coaches for the Canons today: Chigui, Egao, and Natuhereza. And for KCCA, Muhumuza, Okelo. Those are the two coaches. For the Panthers, Jimmy B, he goes to the basket, he just fails to take advantage. Nice moves by Jimmy L. Now Biomohanji. Samad showing off his handles, goes to the basket. Samad. Stanley Mugera also does the same thing. Tough move by Stanley. Davis Asimwe was all alone again. Ekirapa to Ali Patch. Patch fails to deliver. Patch with the offensive rebound. Turnaround jumper, misses everything. Samad with 3 defensive rebounds already. Caesar Kizito, a seasoned veteran for the KCCA Panthers, has been very outstanding. Played for City Oil, is a one-time champion. Samad, strip ball. Jimmy L comes to the rescue. Jimmy to the basket, he goes coast to coast, coming big on both offense and defense. Stanley, it's a 2-point lead. Oh my goodness, there goes Davis Asimwe. Davis Asimwe, in his last game at the YMCA grounds against UPDF, he began very hot. He had ice in his veins in the first quarter, making 3 threes in the first quarter, and today he begins in style, makes the first one. Okurut, Marvin, Biomohanji, Stanley Mugera. That's a kick ball by Marvin Okurut. I hope he has not twisted his ankle. Yes, he's on his feet. Sportsmanship between Oscar Biomohanji and Jimmy B. Otim, Jimmy Brian Otim. Now Kizito to the basket. Energy by the future, using his body. Bangs his chest, makes the basket. He thought there was an and one. He just picks up 2 points. Jimmy L had 31 points against City Oil. That's Jimmy B, not Jimmy L. Alia Patch drills the mid-range, laces up for the 2, picks up 2 points. I mean, Jimmy B had 31 points against the defending champion City Oil, the former defending champions. I beg your pardon, City Oil. No disrespect to Namongo Blazers. Stanley Mugera trying to pick Samad Imran. Turns over. Poor decision by Stanley Mugera. Okurut, Marvin walking to the baskets. Stanley Mugera and Samad Imran with the rejection, nowhere to go for Marvin Okurut. Stanley going to work, guarded by Jimmy L. Beautiful move by Stanley Mugera. He just fails to get the basket. Jimmy L for the Canons. Shot number 14 with another pass to Jimmy B. That's Jimmy L and Jimmy B. It's really hard to pronounce. Jimmy L, second name, I prefer calling him Jimmy L. He had 30 rebounds against City Oil on Friday. There goes Samad Imran, another interception there by Jimmy B. Otim trying to intercept the ball, but he got his hand, and that's his first personal foul. It's going to be 2 free throws for Samad Imran and KCCA Panthers. Samad gets the first one. He makes it 2 for 2. Ball just rattles into the rim. Canons just moving the ball from the left to the right. Marvin Okurut, guarded by Bio Muhanji. Nice moves. Again, he fails to finish. No soft touch in that attempt. Now Bio Muhanji Oscar taking his time. Samad 3 ball. Poor decision by Samad Imran. What was he doing? That was a poor decision. I'll not be shocked if Coach Mohumuza takes him out of the game. That's a jumbo. That's a jumbo. That's a jumbo. Possession will go to the Canons. Coach Raymond Muhumuza preparing to make a substitution. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Samad Imran taken out. Yes, Samad Imran will go to the bench. Possession to the Canons. Okurut puts up one. Diopa Dorucho. Kizito. Hands over to Asimwe Davis. Asimwe cooking. Now Diopa Dorucho using his body. That's a travel by Dorucho. Just a sideball possession to the Canons. Jimmy L guarded by Diopa. Now Alier taken by Caesar. 3 ball. Alier Patch. And Jimmy L with another rebound. Down he goes. He's on his feet. Very good news for the Canons. Ekirapa delivers to Alier. Block shot. Davis Asimwe with a reaching foul. Alier Patch will shoot 2 free throws. Fails to convert on his first attempt. He gets 50%. Stanley hesitates, using his body, goes up, fails to get the 2 points. It's going to be 2 free throws. Coach Nick Natuhereza getting ready to make a double substitution. Chiodize and Dushime, the 2 players on the floor for UCU Canons. Eki Rapa and Okurut take a break, and Stanley Mugera converts his first one. Makes 2 for 2. Possession to the Canons. Down by 6 points. Stanley Mugera almost stealing the ball. Now Dushime cooking. Corner, that's a block shot. Stanley Mugera again contributes. Only 2 seconds on the 24-second clock, and Coach Nicholas Natuhereza with the timeout. 7-point lead, I beg your pardon, 6-point lead for the Kasasiro boys. 2 minutes and 27 seconds to go. Welcome back from the break. There's going to be 2 free throws. Diopa Torucho with the reaching foul. It's going to be 2 free throws for Jimmy. Jimmy L comes up with the first one. Jimmy Lihumi makes 2 for 2. There goes Lihumi. Now Davis on to Diopa, relocates, kicks it out to Biomuhanji, 3-ball. Diopa with the rebound, offensive rebound, goes for the reverse, gets the rebound again. And the ref says nothing. Diopa thought he was fouled. The big body of Diopa. Lihumi with nowhere to go, and Jimmy L delivers the special from the corner. 1-point game, 1 minute 40 seconds. Kizito to Stanley Mugera. Floats up one, misses. Now the Canons, earlier patch, own transition. He goes up and Stanley blocks the ball. That's not going to be a basket. I do not know why Coach Nicolas Natuheres is contesting. Actually, it's a basket. It is a basket. Apollo David says it's a basket. That only means it's going to be one free throw for earlier patch. And he misses. Still a 1 point lead. It's now a 1 point lead for the Canons. Stanley to the basket. A big man move by a big player. That's a grown man move by a big player, not a big man move. Apologies to Stanley Mugera. Now a Kirapa. It was actually a Kirapa, not Alia Patch. I made a mistake. Now Davis Asimwe transition to the basket, puts it very high, fails to deliver, double team. Alia Ikirapa beats the pressure. Now Dushime, 1 point lead. Dushime, Davis Asimwe with the bump. Jimmy B, corner three, puts up one, fails to deliver. Possession back to the Canons. Now Dushime uses the screen, fails to connect. Biomohanji, very, very aggressive defense. And there goes Asimwe Davis with a nifty layup. Just beats Chiodozi. Couple of seconds to the end of the game. Alia Patch fails and a big rebound by Stanley Mugera to end the quarter. What an exciting first quarter it has been. 3 point lead for the Kasasiro boys, 17 to KCCA and 14 to the UCU Canons. Second quarter basketball. Ref David Opolot and Mark Chiinji have everything in control, everything in order. Possession to the Canons. Livingston Chimambo substitutes Cesar Kizito. Stanley Mugera. Gauss Muhamba also on the floor. Oscar Biomohanji takes a break. Simwe Davis. Oto with the offensive rebound, he just fails to deliver. Now Dushime for the three. Gauss Mahamba on the races. On to Chimambo. Livingston Chimambo, not Stanley. Gauss Mahamba hesitates. Seymour Davis, long two, tough shots. I thought Larry Chimambo was all alone. He should have passed the ball to him. Now a Kirapa. Larry Chimambo. So Davis Asimwe running, but he was being trailed by Dushime. Made the right decision. Just contains the ball. Now Mugera. On to Oto. Actually, no foul. Oto just going to the ground easily. Dushime to the basket. Nowhere to go. What was Dushime thinking? Larry Chimambo goes coast to coast. Chimambo Larry being put in pressure by coach Raymond Muhumuza. Now Dushime, still a 3-point lead to tie the game from deep. Chodozi with the rebound, fails to deliver. Stanley Mugera to the rescue. Very intense game this. The first round game was so out of this world. Lots of entertainment. Hopefully, game 2 doesn't disappoint. Stanley Mugera turnover. Trying to pass the ball with a couple of turnovers in the paint. Stanley Mugera. He needs to rediscover himself and avoid such turnovers. Now the Canons looking to reduce the lead. There goes a Kirapa. Another nifty layup by a Kirapa. Makes it a 1-point game. KCCA with a slight lead, very thin lead. Now Mugera always getting himself in the corner. Long pass to Asimwe Davis for the three. Misses. Mugera with the rebound, showing off his handles. Oto to beat the buzzer. Possession back to the Canons. Now Dushime on the races, goes to the basket, tries going for the reverse. Last touch by Chodozi. Another timeout by the KCCA Panthers coach Raymond Muhumuza. 6 minutes, 46 seconds. Very, very slight lead for the Kasasi Robots. Just a 1-point lead, 16 to UCU and 17 to the Panthers. We'll come back from the break. Just 6 minutes, 14 seconds to the end of the second quarter. 16-17. Canons with a 1-point lead. I told you Stanley Mugera is always getting himself in the corner. Gauss Muhamba, Kizito Sizo. Tough shot by Kizito. Gauss Muhamba almost getting the offensive rebound. Eki Rapper all alone, 3 ball. Doesn't cash in. Muganzi Daniel in the game. Otto to Asimwe Davis. That was a tricky pass. Luckily Davis Asimwe got it. Stanley Mugera, beautiful move. Now Otto, and this time he's fouled. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. Otto finally gets the call from the referee. Very good at picking offensive rebounds. Chodozi will sit, and Coach Nick Natuhereza with the substitution. I was going to say Suka Fadul. It looks like Suka Fadul, but this is Majok Deng Dit. Otto makes it a 2-point lead. And this time Otto doesn't deliver. Now Dushime onto the rest transition. Picks up Deng. Deng patiently gets Luhimu. Now Daniel, 3 ball. Stanley Mugera fails to get the rebound. Otto with an off-ball foul. Seems he was pulling Deng, and the referee saw the violent act. And Asimwe Davis goes to the bench. Walid Omar, the under-18 player, actually plays in the lower division for iHoops. That's where he began his basketball career. He plays for the iHoops and KCCA. Very promising young talent. He has actually played for the Oilers in one of the BAL qualifiers that was really big for his career. Otto, tough shot. Stanley Mugera, he goes to work, picks up 2 points. It's now a 4-point lead. Dushime, long 3. Mahamba, Congolese international. Stanley loves the corner, mid-range, delivers. Stanley Mugera, practice shot. And Coach Nicholas Natuhereza with the timeout, 4 minutes, 55 seconds. 6-point lead, 16 to the Canons and 22 points to the Panthers. Four minutes, 55 seconds. Walid Omar, Caesar, Stanley, Otto, and Mahamba, the 5 players on the court for the boys in yellow. Okurut, Dushime, Deng Dit, Lihumi, and Daniel Muganzi on the floor for the Canons. Now Okurut onto Lihumi. Lihumi got it by Stanley. Dushime, that's a travel. Travel by Dushime. Ref Polot with the call. Dushime needs to calm down, he needs to relax. Stanley in the corner once again. Walid Omar kicks it out to Mahamba. Gawus for the 2. In and out, friendly roll, 2 more points. 8-point lead. Dushime running out of options. Pressure. Now Muganzi calls for the screen. Muganzi, mid-range jumper, tough shot. Stanley Mugera delivers again. Stanley with 8 rebounds so far. Mahamba, Gawus, on to Kizito. Kizito almost loses the ball. It's going to be a jumbo. It's going to be a jumbo. Cesar Kizito and Muganzi Daniel. Possession will go back to the Canons. Substitution. Coach Nicholas Natuhereza takes out Dushime. And Amara Riho checks into the game for the first time. The Canons down by 8 points, trying to cook. Amara Ariho onto Okurut for the 3. Corner 3 delivers. That was smooth by Marvin Okurut. Now Stanley Mugera onto Walid. Walid misses everything. Just a neighbor. Dengdit. Amara, very composed, very calm with possession. Mariho picks up Muganzi, fakes to the basket. That's a travel. That's going to be 2 free throws. I thought it was a travel. Muganzi Daniel will shoot 2 free throws. Walid with sit, double substitution. Actually, triple substitution. 3 players into the game. Dorupa, Diopa, Dorucho, Stanley Mugera takes a break. Samad Imran and Asimo Davis, the 3 players checking into the game. He gets 50%. Now Dorupa to Samad Imran. Down goes Samad. Ball goes out of bounds. Samad Imran. Nice defensive stop by Muganzi Daniel. It's just a 4-point lead for the Panthers. Dengdit takes his time. The Canons very patient with possession. Possession back to the Canons. Mahamba Gas putting pressure on the ball. Now Luhumi, Okurut. Okurut was unlucky. Davis Asima with the hustle. Ball goes back to the Canons. 1 minute 51 seconds. Oh my goodness, almost a turnover. I know Coach Nick must be very, very frustrated. Okurut, stolen ball, Davis Asime. Asimwe Davis and one. Oh my goodness. Assistant Captain Davis Asimwe. That was Patience. Can I call him a veteran? He has been in the league for quite some time. Just smiling about it with Caesar Kizito. He now has 7 points. Just a 6-point lead for the Panthers. 2026. I mean, when the year 2026, I don't mean the year 2026. It's now 2027. 20 points to the Canons and 27 to the Panthers. The Canons trying to cook something. Amara Riho directing traffic. Asimwe with another steal. He'll be going to the basket. Delivers to Emmanuel. This is going to be 2 free throws. Davis Asimwe, very, very electric. Davis is the assistant captain. And Emmanuel Odonkara is the captain, shot number 8, who's going to shoot 2 free throws. Captain Emmanuel just failing. One minute, 15 seconds. He gets the second, Emmanuel Odonkara. The Canons really, really struggling in the first half. Davis Asimwe leading all the scoring for the Canons, for the Panthers with 8 points. Both coaches, Raymond and Nato Harris, are going at it. It's all in good spirit. Muganzi will shoot 2 free throws. Was that the commentator's curse? I shouldn't have talked about it. Still an 8-point difference. Misses 2 for 2. Samad Imran on transition. Question is, where is he going? Down goes Samad. Looks like Muganzi's hurt. Down goes Muganzi. Gets back to his feet. Relief for Coach Nicolas Natohereza. Muganzi actually has blood on his elbow. In the FIBA rules, you can't play with blood on your body. And on comes Zakaria Ikirapa. Dorucho. Was an offensive foul by Dorucho Diopa. Now both teams in the bonus. Less than 1 minute on the clock. Amara Riho. Shodozi. That's actually not Shodozi, that's Luhimu. Block shot by Samad to pick up Davis Asimwe. On to Samad Imran. To the basket. That's a foul. Imran will shoot 2 free throws. Good energy. Imran says too small. That's Deng versus Samad. They're both skinny players. I do not understand what the too small means. "24 seconds to end the quarter." Samad drills the first one. Tries to get the friendly roll. A putback. Another offensive foul by Diopa. Picks up his second personal foul. It's going to be 2 free throws. Both teams in the bonus. That's the beauty of having 2 referees in a basketball game. If the other referee misses the call, the other will make the call. And Jimmy Lihumi, I hope I pronounced it well, just failing like Samad Imran, who made 50%. Lihumi makes it actually 0%. Asimwe onto Mohamba, turnover. That is crazy by Davis Asimwe, who was on pressure. Try to relieve the pressure by passing it to Mahamba. Now Kurut. Kurut will be shooting 2 free throws. Both teams in the bonus. Free throw line has been a menace to the Canons, and Zakaria delivers on his first attempt. 8.5 seconds. Makes 2 for 2. Emmanuel Odonkara to Diopa. Diopa to the basket. Grown man move by Diopa Dorucho. And we have come to the end of the quarter. Beautiful move by Diopa Dorusha to end the quarter. 22 points to the Canons and 31 to the Panthers. Point shooters. Sisa Kizito can shoot the three. Davis Asimwe can shoot the three. And Oscar Biomohanji once in a while can also make the 3 points. And that was Oscar Biomohanji just attempting on the three. Jimmy B had 31 points against the City Oil. It was an exciting game, double overtime. Luhimu. Davis Asimwe comes up with the steal. He'll be going to the basket, block shot. Ekirapa turns over and denies Davis Asimwe. Possession back to the Kasasiro boys. Asimwe onto Samad. That looked like a reaching foul, but this is a man's game. Jimmy B goes for the reverse. Ekirapa cleans the glass. Jimmy B survives. Kizito. Mid-range. Those are shots Cesar Kizito should take advantage of. Earlier patch onto Jimmy L. Now Ariho. The Canons just exchanging passes. Jimmy L, long three. Stanley Mugera, that combination of Stanley and Samad Imran. These are like brothers. They were together in the defunct Warriors. Played for more than 5 seasons in Warriors. And now they're playing for the Panthers. Long three, Kizito. 7-point lead for Team Jimmy. Team Jimmy is a utility player. He can play the 2 position and the 1 position. Ekirapa, this time he doesn't connect. Biomohanji looking for Davis Asimwe. The ball is intercepted. Poor pass by Biomohanji. Ekirapa, that's a foul by Davis. Davis Asimwe gets a personal, his second personal foul is just a side ball. Substitution, Cesar Kizito will go to the bench and Captain Emmanuel Odonkara. Jimmy L, 3-point, he delivers nothing but the net. That was really smooth. It's now down to a 4-point game. I talked about this, man. I talked about this. I told you the lead by the Canons wasn't very big. Asimwe Davis also pulls up from deep. Jimmy L. That's Jimmy B. Hesitates in the air, controls himself. And he fails to make the 2 points. KCCA Panthers yet to pick a point in this quarter. Donkara. Back to Donkara. 3-ball. Puts up 1. Misses everything. Jimmy B. For Team Jimmy. Just loses possession. Possession back to the Panthers. Substitution. Okurut Marvin will get into the game. And Coach Raymond Muhumuza calls for a timeout. 7 minutes, 11 seconds. 4-point lead for the Panthers. They are yet to score in this quarter. Welcome back from the break. Possession 2. The Panthers, they are yet to score in this quarter. Oh, nice one. That's goaltending. Goaltending. What was Okurut thinking about? Did he want to put back? He jumped so high. The ball was actually coming. Ball was actually coming out. He just panics. And those are the first 2 points for the Panthers in this quarter. Now Ariho onto Ekirapa, onto Alia Patch. And Davis Asimwe cools down the pressure. Hands over possession to the court commander. Odonkara. Biomhanji. Stanley practiced shot. Oh my goodness, Odonkara almost tipping in. He was just unlucky. No friendly roll. But the idea was brilliant. KCCA Panthers playing man-to-man defense. Okurut for the 3. Stanley Mugera with the big rebound. Now Emmanuel Odonkara to Davis Asimwe. The Panthers just moving the ball. Stanley onto Dorupa. What was Diopa thinking about Dorucho? What was he thinking about? I thought should have been patient. Picks up yet another foul. Is that his 4th personal foul? Yes, he has 4 personal fouls. Very, very poor by Diopa. Frustration just kicking in. Still a 6-point lead. Omara, 2 ball, cashes in, hits the bullseye, makes 2 points. It's a 4-point lead. Odong Emmanuel misses. Now Ekirapa, Zakaria. Just showing off his handles onto Jimmy L. Lihumi. Floater, friendly roll, 2-point game. The Canons really dominating the Panthers in this quarter. Now to Biomhanji. Ball movement, Davis Asimwe picks up Odonkara. Biomhanji 3 ball. Tries to deliver. Now Amara Ariho goes behind the back. Ali Patch corner 3. Odonkara loses the ball. Looking at the referee, I do not know what he wants the referee to call, but it was last touched by him. Jimmy L. Onto a Kirapa, 3 ball for the lead. Onto Davis. Davis keeps going. And Davis turns over. Just throws the ball out. And Mahamba Gauss, only 2 points scored by the Panthers in this quarter. Double substitution. Gauss, Mahamba, and Walid Omar get back into the game. Out goes Davis and Biomohanji. Kirapa still a 2-point lead. 3 minutes, 52 seconds. Amara. Now Mahamba on transition. Walid Omar. Stanley Mugera almost losing the ball. Alia Patch just taps the ball out of bounds. Beautiful pass from Otto to Mahamba. Mahamba will shoot 2 free throws. Only 2 points scored by the Panthers in this quarter. They have gone 6 minutes and 40 seconds with only 2 points in this quarter. Can Mahamba make it 4 points? He misses the first one. He misses 2 for 2. Stanley Mugera with yet another rebound for the 2. There goes Stanley. Practice shots. He gets the 2 points. 4-point lead. 9 points scored by the Canons and 4 by the Panthers. Stanley taking on Jimmy L on defense. Stanley comes up big onto Omar. Omar goes for the nifty layup. Well, to get the 2 points. Stanley Mugera with 10 rebounds. That's a tough move by Marvin Okurut. Just elbowing Gauss Mohamba. Looks like he will go to the bench. Double substitution. Double substitution of Amara and Lihumi go to the bench. On comes Jimmy and Chodozi. There goes Oto, draws contact. 2 free throws coming for the Panthers. Looks like KCCA are stuck on 9 points. Panthers have scored 4 points. They look to make it 6 points. And there goes Oto, also missing. Misses 2 for 2, that was poor. Jimmy L guarded by Walid Omar. Very exciting game this. Alia Pash to the basket. He made it look easy. Attack Stanley Mugera. 2-point game. It's 11-4 in this quarter. Otto blocks, rejected. It's just a sideball. And Muganzi Daniel will also be checking in. Okurut Marvin sits on the bench. Mahamba, mid-range. Fails to get it. Stanley Mugera, 3-ball. Now Jimmy L relieves the pressure, cools down the game, tries to plan. The pick and roll, Alia Patch. Jimmy to the basket. Luhimu almost misses. Oh my goodness, that's the tie. Alia Patch with the 2 points to tie the game. 1 minute, 5 seconds. Very exciting game this. Kicks it out to Emmanuel Odong for the 3. Yes, Captain Emmanuel comes up big, hits the bullseye, rattles the ball into the rim. Sparks with 3-point lead, 38-35. Very low scoring game. Muganzi with the foul. It's going to be a side ball. Now Alia Patch. The Canons trying to cook. Shodozi. Muganzi forces up one. That's a tough shot by Muganzi. Emmanuel Odonkara gets possession. Now cools the game just a couple of seconds. This may be the last play of the quarter. That's an offensive foul by Stanley Mugera. I thought it was the last play of the quarter. Stanley Mugera doesn't read the clock. I hope Jimmy B or team has seen that he doesn't have time. Or team mid-range cashes in, makes 2 points. And we have come to the end of the quarter. Very exciting game this last 10 minutes. 37-38, low scoring game, but very exciting game. See you after the break. Keep it Kawowo Sport and subscribe, click that button and be part of the family. How is it going? How is it going? How is it going? Eh? It was not very dirty. Was it very dirty? Was it very dirty? Yeah, the bathroom only, yeah? The kitchen. These are abandoned places I rarely go there. They kind of break it, so they give me the money and she'll see you later. She'll see you later. Kind of thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Last 10 minutes of action here. Possession to the Canons. It's a 1-point lead for the boys in yellow. It's good to have Emmanuel Odonkara back in the KCCA lineup. He has been out injured. Muganzi, Jimmy B just fails to deliver. Now Emmanuel Odonkara goes solo dolo. Just fails to get the basket. It was 3-on-1. Ekirapa for the lead. UCU Canons just failing to get the 2 points. Chiodozi on to Emmanuel. Now Mahamba. Emmanuel 3-ball connects. Emmanuel Odonkara drills one from the corner. Hits the bullseye. Stretches it to a 4-point game. UCU Canons just failed to take advantage of the missed attempts. Ekirapa, Jimmy B, Muganzi, corner 3. Ekirapa comes back very big on the rebound. Chodozi, back to Muganzi, connects. Does he connect? Yes, he connects. Makes the foul basket. So pushing foul is just going to be a side ball. I mean, the foul happened after the shot. I am confused. Really confused. It's just a 1-point lead for the Panthers. Possession to the Canons. They can take the lead. It will be their first lead of the game. Muganzi, corner 3 again. That's a pushing foul by Chodozi. The referees are doing a good job making all the tight calls. Just a 1-point lead. Stanley Mugera always loves the corner. Mugera onto Oto. Now Emmanuel for the 3. This time he fails. Ball is out of bounds. A pushing foul on Otto. That's a late call, but it's the right one. Stefano Toa. Apologies for calling him Oto. He's Otoa. That's his son name, not his Christian name or something. It's Otoa. Otoa goes to the bench. Now Jimmy B onto Zakaria. Zakaria takes his time. It's just a 1-point lead. Slightest of leads for the Panthers. Ekirapa 3-ball bullseye. He gets 3 points. It's a 2-point lead for the Panthers. Panthers are really dominating. Mahamba, that looked like a travel. Samadimran blocked shot. Ball goes out of bounds. Substitution. One game coming your way. Summit will take on the Victoria Crocs. It's a 2-point lead. Last quarter of basketball here. Ekirapa showing off his handles. Hands over to Muganzi. Muganzi 3-ball, delivers. Same spot, same result, but a different player. It's a 5-point lead. Stanley, that's a pushing foul. Chodozi with another pushing foul. It's actually the second team foul. I do not know why the table is recording the first team foul. Shodozi picks up his second foul in this quarter. Davis Asimwe put on pressure by Muganzi and ref Mark with the call. Forces one up. Strip by Jimmy B. Otim. Ali Apache, 3-ball. Ball goes off. Otim Jimmy. It's a 5-point lead. Change of events here. Momentum shifted to the Canons. Donkara. Mahamba floats up 1-0 results. Possession back to the Panthers. Emmanuel Donkara picks up Stanley Mug, picks up Samad Imran. Stanley is rejected. Samad is rejected. There goes Jimmy. Ali Apache gets out of trouble with a dribble. Luhumi. That's a turnover. Just preventing the block, and Stanley Mugera misses. Ali Apache misses again. Those will be very, very costly missed attempts. Stanley hands over to Emmanuel for the 2. Emmanuel fails to deliver. Oh my goodness, Uganda basketball at its finest. Now Kirapa on to Jimmy. What does Jimmy have in his bag of tricks? That's a technical foul. Jimmy flops. That's a flop. It's going to be one free throw. I think it was warned by Mark. It's going to be one free throw. Jimmy B, your team flopping, trying to fool the referees. He's not supposed to do that in the FIBA rules. That always results into a technical. And I'm very, very sure referee Mark warned Jimmy B for team. Davis drills the free throw. Substitution. Emmanuel Donkara will sit. Davis Asima with 9 points. Stanley Mugero 10 points. Those are the leading scorers for the KCCA Panthers. And for UCU Canons, Jimmy B, Ali Apache with 12 and 11 respectively. Samad, Stanley rebound. Blocked shot, Stanley Mugera. Samad Imran rejected. It's just a side ball. No foul called. It is the right call. Matchup between the Canons and the Panthers is always very electric. Asimwe Davis. Very tight game this. Now Muganzi on transition. On the races, going solo dolo. Tough layup. Grown man move by Muganzi. He has made the last 5 points for the Canons. Now Otoa almost loses. Asimwe onto Otoa. Spinning and turning. Stanley, oh my goodness. Practice shot to Stanley Mugera. He now has 14. It's back to a 4-point game. Very aggressive defense Muganzi fails to deliver. There goes Gauss Mahamba. Patience. Now Samad Imran. On to Oto. Mahamba kicks it out to Davis. Puts up one. Stanley, big move by a big man. Grown man, move again. Stanley Mugera. He makes it a 2-point difference. He has made the last 4 bus points for the Panthers. What a game we have today. That's a foul. That's going to be a side ball. Both teams with 2 team fouls. It's going to be the 3rd team foul for the Panthers, coming in from Stefano Toa. Coach Nicolas Natuhereza calls for a timeout. He realizes momentum is shifting. 3 minutes, 33 seconds. 2-point lead for the Canons, 48-46. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from the break. Exciting game this. 3 minutes, 33 seconds. The Canons with a slight 2-point lead. Jimmy B. Oh my goodness. He delivers grown man move. Jimmy B, your team, just twists and turns his body in the air, stretches the lead. Samad Imran. Stanley for the 2, drills it in. He has made the last 8 points for the Panthers, keeping the Panthers within range. Now Kirapa forcing his way to the basket. Onto Davis Asimwe to tie the game. Strip by Muganzi Daniel. He saves the day. Sportsmanship there between Davis. He picks up Muganzi Daniel, who just blocked him. It's just a game. It's not a war. 2 minutes, 42 seconds. Possession to the Panthers. Davis for the 3, pulls the trigger, in and out. Oh my goodness, that was gonna be wild. Luhimi. Oh, that's unsportsmanship. Samad Imran That's very poor by Luhimu. Luhimu very frustrated. He wants to fight. I think that's going to be a technical foul also. Both players will get technical fouls. Very poor attitude by Lihumi. His teammates just have to calm him down. Jimmy Lihumi still talking to the referee. I mean, it's just a game. Samad Imran trying to fight for his team. It's just preventing Luhimi from making the basket. It's a double technical on both players. Very poor attitudes by Lihumi. It's going to be one free throw for Davis Asimwe. And Davis with the free throw. And now Jimmy Lihumi will also shoot 2 free throws. He should have let it go. And Lihumi with the air ball, and the KCCA fans on their feet. Makes the second one. It's back to a 2-point game. Very poor by Lihumi. Possession to the Canons. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. 2-point lead. Jimmy B. Gawus Mahamba on transition. Onto Otoa. Oh my goodness. Tie game. 2 minutes, 18 seconds. Brilliance from Gawus Mahamba. Very unselfish play. Muganzi just bodies Mahamba. Muganzi keeps going. Gawus just taps the ball out of bounds. 2 minutes on the clock. What an intense game. The first round game was not disappointing, and the second round game also doesn't disappoint. It has lived according to expectations. Turnover by the Canons off the inbound. Very important possession for the Panthers. Now Otoa to Mahamba. Kicks it out to Samad Imran. Long to Stanley with yet another rebound. Davis Asimwe 3-ball. Doesn't deliver. That was gonna be big. Momentum was shifted to the Panthers. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Ekirapa cooking. 3-ball. Puts up one. Puts it in. 3-point lead. That was smooth. But Zakaria stretches the lead to 3 points. Stanley onto Otoa. That is a foul. It's not a foul, it's just a strip. The ball goes out of bounds. 1 minute, 15 seconds. 3-point lead for the Canons. Possession to the Panthers. 1 minute, 15 seconds. Davis Asimwe. On to Samad Imran. Samad, that's a foul. That is a foul. It's going to be 2 free throws for Samad Imran. Poor defense by one of the Canon players. 1 minute, 8 seconds. 3-point lead. Stanley Mugera has been on fire. He has 16 points. And he has 15 rebounds, 5 offensive and 10 defensive. Samad Imran missing. Misses 2 for 2. Possession to the Canons. Jimmy B onto a Kirapa. Hesitates. Jimmy B again. That's a travel by Jimmy. Poor decision by a Kirapa. Now Mahamba began his basketball career in the defunct Warriors. Davis Asimwe on to Stanley. Mugera to the basket. Grown man move by Stanley. A big man with handles. He does the hesitation, holds the ball firmly, attacks the basket. He makes it a 1-point game. 18 points for Stanley Mugera and the KCCA Panthers. 35.4 seconds. And Coach Nicholas Natuhereza with the timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from the break. Coach Nicholas Natuhereza and the UCU Canons with a slight 1-point lead, 35.4 seconds. Possession to the Canons. Muganzi Daniel just taking his time, almost putting Davis Asimwe on the ground, putting him out. Muganzi taking his time. What is Muganzi thinking about? Running the clock. Muganzi, mid-range, blocked shot. Davis Asimwe on the wrestles for the floater. In and out. That was unlucky by Davis. And that is a foul. Oh my goodness. Where amazing happens. Uganda basketball at its finest. Asimwe Davis just failed to bury the floater. That's a technical foul. Only Humi. What is Lihumi thinking? He has been teed. That's a double T to both players. And it will not count. That's an ejection. Both players will have to walk off the basketball court. Getting personal, poor sportsmanship. Both players have been ejected. What an exciting game this has been. Davis Asimwe with an attempt to take the lead. He misses. Samad Imran will be sent out. I hope both players don't fight in the locker room. Just getting emotional. looks like there's havoc in the locker room. Two players have been awarded a technical foul. That's very, very poor sportsmanship. The game coming to a standstill. Lihumi and Samad Imran. It's a technical break here. 2.3 seconds, 1 point lead for the UCU Canons.
What's up? You okay? How you doing? You great? I feel like boxing maybe. I don't care. At least my fans will reach you. At least one of the fans will reach you. So, Billy, what's up? Your director is still here. Hey, okay.
Esther, in case you're feeling cold, you let me know. Then I remove the jacket from Genesis and give it to you.
Just be feeling your mask.
So, but if each one gets one shot,
Instead of letting out the show, each of them, both of them were fine. Yeah, both of them are given. I don't know what they're and then aspect again is, well, what is the social? If not you missing the show, then they it's impossible.
They're not free throws. They just ejected them, double technical. So they cancel out. They cancel out.
Okay.
you can say the best thing.
For example, for mommy,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, apologies for the technical timeout there. Both players, Samad Imran and Lee Humi, were ejected. It's going to be 2 free throws. 2 free throws for the UCU Canons. Muganzi Daniel, who was fouled after an offensive play by the Canons, will shoot 2 free throws. Okurut Marvin, it was actually Okurut Marvin who was fouled, will shoot 2 free throws. 2.3 seconds. Coach Nicholas Natuheres are just challenging Marvin Chiinji. It's going to be 2 free throws for Marvin. Is it a double technical? I honestly do not know if the UCU Canons were awarded a technical foul. And Marvin, of course, drills the first one. It's actually a technical foul awarded to the Canons. Asimwe Davis also drills the first one. Davis Asimwe shoots the technical for Bliss going to the court. And Asimwe Davis will shoot 4 free throws. Oh my goodness. He makes 3 for 3, ties the game. It's going to be 4 free throws. And he'll get possession. He makes 4 for 4, ladies and gentlemen. Excellence by Davis Asimwe. And the Panthers will get possession. Captain Davis Asimwe, he's the assistant captain. He comes through very, very clutch. 2 players for the Panthers were awarded technical fouls for running off the bench. Chodozi and Blisk, all Canon players. Oh my goodness. Amazing always happens in a basketball game. Davis Asimwe. .3 seconds. I mean, just correction. The 2 players who were ejected for running off the bench. That was Owili, Philip, and Blisk. Sideball possession to the Panthers. Another foul by Muganzi. 2 more free throws. Very poor decision by Muganzi. It's a technical foul. Oh my goodness, very poor display by the Canons. Mark Chiyinji just threatening, not threatening, just letting Coach Nicholas Natuhereza know he should settle down, he should do the right thing. Here comes Davis Asimwe. Oh my goodness, and this time he misses. He made the most important free throws. He shot 4 for 4 and he misses 1 for 1. 2.3 seconds. The question is, was it Davis Asimwe who was supposed to shoot the free throw? Very crazy game ending. I'm actually getting confused as a commentator. It's a double timeout to both teams, technical timeouts, 2.3 seconds. Oh my goodness, where amazing happens. Uganda basketball at its finest. Davis Asimwe has almost saved the day for the Panthers. Davis Asimwe has 14 points. He has been brilliant on the free throw line, making 7 for 8. Stanley Mugera has been on fire. He has 18 points. He has made 8 for 14 field goals. And for the Canons, Jimmy Bio team with 14 points. Alia Patch, 11 points. Ekirapa Zakaria, 12 points. Those are the players in double digits. 2.3 seconds. Possession back to the Panthers after the timeout. Of this organization waiting for the communication from the table so we can get a decision from the referees. Possession to the KCCA Panthers. Pressure time here. Pressure always creates diamonds. What do the KCCA Panthers and the UCU Canons have in their bags of tricks? Question is, can the Panthers do a double over the Canons? Stanley Mugera pushing foul. Mugera with 0.9 on the clock will shoot 2 free throws. I mean, he has to make both. He has to make both. Stanley has been excellent. One of the best performers for the Panthers today. He has been 2 for 2 on the charity line. Oh my goodness, he misses. It's very shocking by Stanley. .9 on the clock. It's actually 1 second they have adjusted. It's 1.5. I mean, is Stanley going to miss the free throw? That's the question. Very exciting game this. 1.5 on the clock, 1 point game. Mugera Stanley. He makes it. I mean, I thought he was supposed to miss. It's a timeout to the Canons. Now Coach Nicholas Natuhereza are down by 2 points. Calls for a timeout. 56 to UCU, 58 to the Panthers. All right, welcome back from the timeout. 1.5 on the clock, 2-point lead for the Panthers. Nervous time here. Jimmy B, 3-ball. And ladies and gentlemen, we have finally come to the end of the game. Davis Osimwe digs very deep, gets KCCA Panthers out of the gutters, shoots 4 for 4 on the charity line. And Stanley Mugera, who has been excellent today, had 19 points. He scored one more free throw. Final scores 56 to the Canons and 58 to the Panthers. What an exciting game this has been. Uganda basketball at its finest. One more game to go. One more game to go. The Somets will take on the Victoria Crocs in the last game of the night. Stay tuned. Do not touch that dial. Keep it Kawowo Sport. And if you've not yet subscribed, please click that button and be part of the family.